Hello amazing people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Mahtilda Chimobi and I am an international student currently pursuing a master's program here in the UK. If this is your first time here, please feel free to subscribe to my channel, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to watch my videos. So for today's video, we are going to be talking about things you need to do once you arrive here in the UK. Like, these are things you need to do, like once you step into the UK, once you step your foot into this country, you need to do these particular things as an international student here in the UK. Yes, so I know this is September and most of you are planning on coming over here for your master's program, so this video is going to be useful for you. And if you know anybody that is going to be traveling during this period of time, please share this video with them because they will definitely find this useful. In no particular order, the first item here on my list is for you to get a SIM card. Guys, you really need to get a SIM card immediately you arrive here in the UK. You can get a SIM card in the airport, or when you arrive in your accommodation, you can order for one. Why I'm saying you need to get a SIM card is because there are some documents you will start to fill when you arrive here in the UK, and you will need to provide like your phone number, your contact address, and you do not want to be giving them your local number. You don't want to be giving them your Nigerian number. So you really need to get a SIM card once you arrive here in the UK so that you can impute that into your document. Also, there are various phone networks you can use here in the UK. You have the EE, the Giftgraph, you have the 3, you have the O2. There's so many of them. I'm just going to be listing them on the screen so that you guys can see, and also go ahead to browse and see the different data plan or the different plans they have and choose the one that will be suitable for you. Also, they have really great bundles when it comes to like the phone networks here in the UK, because most of them offer like unlimited calls and unlimited messages. Only when you have to make like international calls, that's when it's very expensive, guys. International calls are very expensive. That's why you just stick to using WhatsApp calls or Instagram to call like people that are not here in the UK. Another thing you can do is when you're at the airport, because there's usually Wi-Fi in the airport. So when you're at the airport, you can also order for a SIM card at the airport and have it delivered to your accommodation. I'm sure by now you've already sorted out your accommodation. You already have like your accommodation address and just your accommodation details in general. So yeah, this is something you really need to do once you arrive here in the UK. The second item on my list for you to do immediately you arrive here in the UK is for you to apply for your national insurance number. Guys, I think you will need to apply for a national insurance number before you get your SIM card, because the amount of people that call for their national insurance number, guys, there are a lot of people that call for that. You need to be quick with it. So once you arrive in your accommodation and you're all settled, the next thing for you to do is to go online, go on Google, and apply for your national insurance number. Don't be like me. I arrived here in January and I applied for my national insurance number in March. Your national insurance number takes about 16 weeks before you receive it. It can even take more than that. I applied for mine in March and I received my national insurance number in September. So that's March, April, May, June, July, August, September, 6 months. So yours can even take more than that. I have to keep calling them every single time after the 16 weeks to keep on reminding them that I have not received my national insurance number. And the reason why I was always doing that was because my employers were on my neck for my national insurance number. And I'm telling you, you really do not want to go through that stress, because it's really stressful having to always call them and tell them that you haven't received your national insurance number, because whenever you place a call to them, it takes a while before they reply you, or it takes a while before you're able to speak with somebody in their office. So you just have to make sure you apply for your national insurance number immediately you get here in the UK. The third thing on my list is for you to open a bank account. So these 3 things that I have mentioned are things that you can do even though you're going to be on quarantine. As long as you have your phone and your Wi-Fi with you, you are good. So you need to open a UK bank account. This type of bank accounts I'm referring to are known as, online banks. Example of this type of banks are Monzo, Monet, Sterling Bank. So these type of banks are usually not so complicated to open. Personally, I opened Monzo, which was really easy for me to open, because once I opened this bank account, it took less than a week for me to receive my ATM card. And since you're going to be on quarantine, you really need to open a UK bank account just in case you need to, process any transactions. Like maybe you need to buy food, you need to order something online, you need to buy something from Amazon, all other, online transactions. You definitely need to have a UK bank account with you. So that's why you need to open one. And when your quarantine period is over, you can go ahead to open like a physical bank. Example of these physical banks are HSBC, TSB, Lloyds, Barclays. And before you open this bank account, you'll be needing some documents. You'll be needing your proof of address. Your proof of address is usually given to you by your landlord. It can be sent to you maybe through post or your email address. I always have mine in my email. So yes, you'll be needing your proof of address. Something else you need is proof of identity. This can be your passport or your driver's license or anything that you can use to show that that is you. The next thing you'll be needing is the letter from your school. So this letter is usually found in your school portal. You can just log onto your school portal and print out the letters. Opening a physical account is more complicated than opening like the online bank. You need more details when you want to open a physical bank. So yes, make sure you open a bank account once you arrive here in the UK. The next item here on my list is GP registration. This is compulsory. You really need to have a GP once you arrive here in the UK. I mean, you paid for IHS, so you need to have a GP, or you need to register with one once you arrive here in the UK. So GPs are like hospitals or clinics that you need to register with here in the UK. After a quarantine period, all you have to do is Google the nearest GP close to you, like close to the accommodation you stay in, and just go and register with them. The reason why you need this is just in case you fall ill or you need like medical assistance. That is where you need to get a GP. So make sure you get a GP, or make sure you register with a GP immediately arrive here in the UK. The fifth thing on my list is the collection of your BRP. BRP here stands for your Biometric Residence Permit, which helps to confirm that you have the right to work and study here in the UK. Let me just give you a piece of advice. Make sure you do not lose your BRP. Like, make sure you always keep your BRP safe, because without that BRP, you do not have the right to work or study here in the UK. You'll be needing this BRP whenever you want to make applications, especially work applications. Without your BRP, you will not be able to work here in the UK. You can actually work here in the UK without your N9 for a period of time, let's say 1 month or 2 months or 3 months, but without that BRP, you will not be able to work here in the UK. So you need to get your BRP after your quarantine period. The point of collection is usually with your university or a post office close to school. So make sure you collect that after your quarantine period. The next item here on my list is for you to apply for travel cards. So if you plan on traveling to different cities here in the UK, for example, you're in Manchester and you want to go to Leeds, you're in Leeds, you want to go to Birmingham, you will definitely be needing travel cards. If you plan on using train to travel, there's something called the rail card. So for this rail card, you always get a discount with the train rides. There are different age groups for this particular rail card. There's a 16 to 25, so you have to look for the one that's appropriate for your particular age group. This rail card costs about £30, and I think it's applicable for a year. Yeah, so anytime you plan on traveling, you can just input your details and you get a discount from that particular trip. It's actually very useful, so you really need to get a rail card whenever you arrive here in the UK. Something else you need to get is the Oyster card. I think this Oyster card only works in London, so you get like a discount whenever you like use buses in London. I know that here in Leicester we do not make use of Oyster cards, so that's why I'm saying it only works for people in London. So you really need to get this travel card just to have discounts. And guys, who don't like discounts? So just to have discounts whenever you're traveling here in the UK. So the seventh thing on my list is for you to get discount cards. These are cards that you can use in various grocery stores, for example, Tesco or Lidl. Each grocery store has their own particular card. So I know you're going to be doing a whole lot of shopping, so you really need to get the discount cards. With these cards, you get like accumulated points, and with those points, you can use them to, purchase things when next you go to that particular store. So discount card is something you really need to go for. So make sure you try to get a discount card when you arrive here in the UK. So the next thing on my list is if you plan on working here in the UK, I would advise that once you arrive here in the UK, you start working on your CV and your cover letter in order for you to get like part-time jobs, because as an international student, you can only work part-time. So you can start working on your CV, on your cover letter. I made a video talking about different part-time jobs you can apply to as an international student. I am going to be leaving the link on the screen for you to check that out. So make sure you check out that particular video. Yes, you need to work on your CV and your cover letter and make sure it is the UK standard. Lastly, I just want to advise that whenever you're coming over to the UK for your studies, I really hope that you have your accommodation sorted out. There are different websites in which you can do this. There is the Zoopla, there is the Rightmove. Even your university accommodation, you can definitely check that out and make sure you have like where to stay when you arrive here in the UK. If you're having issues with accommodation, you can decide to opt for an Airbnb and stay there for the quarantine period. If you do not want to stay in an Airbnb, you can send an email to your university and tell them about your situation, and I'm sure they will help. I mean, universities always have things sorted out for international students that are coming over for their studies, so make sure you send an email to your school. And we have come to the end of this video. I have a whole UK guide playlist for international students that are coming over to the UK. I'm going to be leaving that on the screen. Make sure you check that playlist out. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, turn on your post notification bell, and if you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll be seeing you guys in my next video. Do not forget to take care and stay safe. Bye guys.